Hello students, as we have already started the study of cytoplasm, I would like to continue with the same because there are three more important organelles which have to be understood by us, and that will complete the study of cytoplasm of the cell. We studied the importance of plasma membrane, we studied the importance of cell wall, then we studied the importance of nucleus, and now we are towards the cytoplasm. So we come down to the fourth organelle of the cytoplasm, and that is known as what? Mitochondria. Now this mitochondria will be seen inside the cell in the form of a membrane bound organelle having the presence of little bit you can say curving structure in the center, and this particular structure is playing the major and a very important role inside the cell. What does this mitochondria do? Now this mitochondria is basically doing large number of chemical activities to form the energy component of our body, and this energy synthesizing material will be synthesized in the mitochondria in the form of ATP. So ATP, which is known as the energy currency of the cell, will be synthesized by mitochondria. ATP is what? Adenosine triphosphate. So it is known as the energy currency of the cell because whenever your body requires energy, every time we are not eating the food, we eat the food and then we keep on getting the energy for 4-5 hours. So how will you get this particular energy? This energy can be got only when you store the energy in some form, and this energy is stored in the form of what? ATP. So this ATP is helpful to make large number of chemical compounds and doing large number of mechanical work inside our body. So this is the way by which this ATP plays a very important role inside the mitochondria. Outer membrane of this particular mitochondria is little bit porous, and inside it is deeply folded. As I told you, it is having curving structure, so it is what type? Deeply folded structure, and this particular fold will create more and more space for the storage of ATP inside the mitochondria. If there is more space inside the mitochondria in the folds, it will store more energy, and that is the way by which mitochondria is found to be a energy generating organelle of the cell. Then apart from that, why this mitochondria is so powerful? Because it is having its own DNA, and it is also having its own ribosomes, means it can synthesize its own protein, it can do various activities because of the presence of its own genetic material, and that is the way by which mitochondria is a strange organelle which have got the capacity to do large number of activities inside the cell. The fifth organelle which is to be kept into our mind is plastids. Now these plastids are not seen in case of animal cell because plastids are present only in plant cell. Plastids basically shows the presence of chloroplast. This word we have already studied in the previous class. What is chloroplast? Because chloroplast basically shows the pigment inside it, and this pigment is known as what? Chlorophyll. So plastids contains chloroplast and chloroplast contains chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is the material necessary for photosynthesis. So plants are the only living forms which shows the presence of chlorophyll, and that is the way by which plastids will be seen only in case of plant cells. Now these plastids inside the plants can be of two different types. The first type of plastid is known as chromoplast, and the second type of plastid is known as leucoplast. Now the plastids which shows the presence in the form of pigment, it can be seen in the form of chloroplast, and chloroplast can be either yellow in color, it can be either orange in color, it can be green in color, and it can have various colors. So when you talk about the chromoplast, it contains chloroplast, and chloroplast can be yellow, orange or green in color. But when we talk about the second type of plastid, it is not having any color. So it is known as white or colorless plastid. Now this white or colorless plastid is known as leucoplast. What it is known as? Leucoplast. And this leucoplast has got the tendency to store certain materials inside it. It can store what? It can store starch, it can store oils, it can store protein granules. Now you know that leaf has got the tendency to store the starch in the form of food. Whenever food is manufactured by the help of photosynthesis, then this food will be stored inside the body of plants only. So where does the plant store the food? It will store the food in the form of starch inside the leaves of the plant. You might have seen that the leaves shows little bit shiny appearance. On the front part of the leaf you will see little bit shiny appearance, and this shiny appearance is seen due to the presence of oils inside it. And these oils are present in what organelle? Leucoplast of plastids. So this is the very clear explanation about the chromoplast and the leucoplast. Now this plastid again is having the large number of layers and layers inside it, and if you understand the structure of chloroplast, you will see that plastids basically shows two layers, inside which the base layer of this plastid will be known as stroma, and the upper layer will be known as grana. The grana are stack like structures. You will understand it by looking at the diagram. This is just a simple explanation where you will have to study the structure of chloroplast, where you will see two structures. The outer structure will which is forming the base is stroma, and the granules like structure which is forming stacks is known as what? Grana. Now these plastids are also having a very good power because they have got the presence of DNA inside them, and they have got the presence of ribosomes. As I have already explained you this importance of DNA inside a cell, and the ribosomes will play a very important role in the formation of what? Proteins. So this was the clear-cut explanation of plastids.